Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. On June 14th, I asked people to ask me anything because I was making a Q&A video. And I guess it took me a month and a bit to get here. We're here. I'm excited about it. So I asked to be asked questions via my Discord. I pinged at everyone. That was a mistake. It's a lot to go through here. I'm not gonna read every single question, but I'm going to try my best to tackle most of them. Also, let's take a minute. I don't even know if you can see it on camera. Can we appreciate? I'm starting to grow side facial hair. I don't choose this. You know, this is how I come in box. Let's go. Kiwi Corporal asks, what was the first AI image you generated? I have no idea. This all started when I gained access to alpha or beta or whatever it was of Midjourney, and I hopped on a Discord video call with my friends and we were just typing stuff. But that fateful night was the night. A bunch of funny things, surely. What is your favorite Halo game? ODST. I love ODST, man. That game it's beautiful. It harkens back to old first-person shooters, and I love that. And there's just so much style, there's so much substance, and there's so much love and care put into the game, and I love that. Do you use AI outside of YouTube? I mean, obviously, things like ChatGPT and the like are really fun for getting answers to questions in a really nice way. And just generally speaking, when it comes to image generation, I do it a lot for a whole variety of reasons. I just find it a lot of fun even, like it's just entertaining to me. How did you get the name Greenskull? And how did you come up with the idea to make AI videos? When I was around, I don't know, I was around 7 or something, I say, so around there. I was playing Team Fortress Classic, and in the game, you could choose a spray paint and a color. I chose the Chuck Skull, and I made it green, and then I decided, hey, that should be my name, and it's been my name since. Will you do more song request videos? I've been thinking about it. I think it'd be fun to do again. With new tech? Did you always aspire to do what you do now? Specifically, I couldn't have. Who saw this all coming, right? Content creator, also no, because I started before YouTube existed. I just made internet content to share with people. And then YouTube came around and it was a better platform, and then suddenly you could make money on YouTube. It all just kind of happened? What are your favorite game genres? FPS, generally speaking, it's safe for me. I grew up in FPS games, and they always just, even games that are just first-person perspective, even if they're walking sims, all my favorite games for the most part are. Like, it's so immersive to me. Which one of your AI creations would win in a fight? Do not underestimate Happiest Grandpa. What is your favorite AI tool? Honestly, I think it's gonna be tough for me not to say Midjourney. I still think Midjourney has such a look to it. I love their style. I love how easy it is to use. I just think in terms of accessibility and results and all in between, they're number one. I use it all the time, and I just do it from Discord, right? So I just like pull it up on my phone and I show people sometimes. Like it's great. Favorite indie game? I guess Limbo is an indie game, right? I mean, Limbo. I mean, if we can call, it's so weird. Like games are getting, it's harder to define, right? It's like AAA or not AAA. Let's just say not AAA. Outer Wilds, probably, it might be my favorite video game of all time. Do you have any advice for early influencers? Create first. Your goals shouldn't be fame or success or wealth or whatever. It should be to create your art and share it. Or don't share it. Create it, learn from it. Create again. You can't do it backwards. What's your favorite video you made? If we're talking AI videos, I mean, I will always have a fondness for my world's smallest violin video, because it did take a lot of work, and the different costumes and stuff, or, you know, like things I was doing. And that one, you know, got like 10 million views or something. Like, it was just, I even met a guy once who was like, oh, I watched that. Oh my God, you're the guy who did that video. I'm like, that's weird. What is your Halo hot take? Off the top of my head, a Halo hot take of mine is that evolution isn't bad. I just think it would be better if it evolved faster. I think Halo should be run by multiple studios. We should get a Halo game every year, Call of Duty style. Different studio, different studio, different studio. Start making them. I don't want to wait 6 years for another Halo game. Opinions on the current state of Glubo stock? Actually slightly down, soon to be up. Invest. Do you think you will become famous? Depends what that means. Am I gonna be like Brad Pitt? No, I hope not. That sounds awful. I would never want that. Do you think AI go too far? Are you worried at all about a singularity? I think it's inevitable. That's the thing. It's like, I literally, all of it. Like even singularity. I just like, I can't, I mean, yes, in many ways, AI will go too far. We can't stop it, I think. I'm at peace with that. What is your dream game? On one hand, I want to say more fleshed out AI stuff, like AI Girlfriend, but just, having a Skyrim of that, Like, I don't know, there's crazy stuff gonna happen with that. On the other hand, my favorite stuff ever is like somewhere between No Man's Sky and Subnautica and Outer Wilds. More of that. I like those. Android or iOS? I'm an Android boy. Can you ever team up with a company to make an official Glubo game? I will happily endorse a well-made game. I want to cut. Do you feel like AI is advancing too quickly? You know, I'm getting a lot of these kind of questions. It's just, I don't think you can, it just feels like wrong to me to impede progress, for lack of a better way to say that. You know what I'm saying? It's very, like, I don't want to stunt the growth of something. I know it's a very complicated topic. Why don't we do the opposite? Why don't we have lawmakers and the like catch up? Why don't they go faster? It's not AI's fault, or, you know, scientists or mathematicians or AI devs, yada, yada, yada's fault that things are going fast. Everyone else should keep up. Hot take. Get with it. Hire the right people. I don't know. Are you aware of how many fans you have? I got one to my left, and I keep one in my bedroom. I like sleeping with a fan on. Favorite music genre? Punk? Maybe ska's up there. I like a good ska. It's just so happy. Who is your favorite celebrity? Celebrity worship is gross. It's people. Why aren't we worshiping scientists more? Doctors, firefighters, I don't know, you know? What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? 20.1 miles per hour. Blink 3 times if you need help. What horror game made you scream the most? Unconventional, but back in Halo 2 and Halo 3, we used to play our own Michael Myers. So you've heard of this in Call of Duty and the like, but we played an interesting version of hide and seek Michael Myers we called Halloween, where Halo 2 especially was very good for this because it had really good proximity chat. You hide, right? You can't fight back. You weren't allowed to. You had to accept your fate, but it was the killer's job to scare before he kills. And better yet, he had to play the Halloween theme song through his mic. So you just hear do 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 do. You're like, oh God, he's nearby and he's in a hiding spot. And like, so you, again, because he had to scare you, you'd be like hiding and you know, he could be sitting beside you for minutes and you're like, how do I still hear the music? And you turn, he'd be right there and be like, oh no, terrifying. How many people suggested each name for the AI Crunch mascot? I mean, we got a ton of suggestions, so I appreciate that a lot. If you guys still weren't aware for some reason, I do have a weekly AI newsletter. Me and a buddy of mine run it every Thursday. Like, it's really good stuff. But yeah, we asked everybody to name our mascot and we ended up calling him Bite. And I think it's a great name. What content did you start off making? My first ever videos were Easter egg videos. I found Easter eggs on Halo 2 and no one recorded them. And back then, not many people had capture cards. And so I was like, hey, you know, I'll share some stuff with the world. Glitches and Easter eggs on Halo 2. How are you? Good, how are you? Will you marry me? No. Dogs or cats? I am a cat person. I'm an animal person. I like animals in general. But I think I just don't have the time for dogs. You know, I like other people's dogs. But a cat, I feel like I'm like a cat. Like my cat, we acknowledge each other and, you know, we cuddle and then we go about our days. And that's lovely. Is Glubo ever going to be a real thing, such as Glubo merch? Already exists, merch-wise, that is. Glubo.co. You often get access to many AI tools before they are open to the public. How do you? I send emails. I go, hey, I got a lot of views. Can I play? And they go, yeah. What is the worst question someone has asked you? This one. Got him! Backfired. Ratio. Where did you hide the body? Nowhere. If being a YouTuber wasn't a job, what would you do instead, or what did you do before YouTube? I've had a lot of jobs. I mean, even while I was doing YouTube for a bit, I was doing community management and consulting and the like, and so consultant. I could see myself being a long-term consultant in general, for which I am right now for tech and video games and the like. It is very dream jobby feeling where you get to play like an unreleased video game and tell people that, oh, this is great, or this sucks, and they pay you. I love that. Genuinely, I really love that. It's really fun. Do you know how to code? Or are you just interested in AI because it's cool? I mean, many times I've learned how to code various languages. I was even in like extracurricular coding stuff when I was little to like mod Half-Life and stuff but it never clicked. I don't think it's how my brain works. It really doesn't. I lean much more to the art side, the creative side. Not that code isn't creative, it is in its own way. That is, I'm not code-brained. I don't find it as fun. Pancakes or waffles? Ooh, controversial. Pancakes. I like how fluffy they are. I can just mow them down my gullet. I find waffles they're too crunchy, even soft ones. I like a pancake. How happy would you say the happiest grandpa is? Very. Can you start a story time series? What do you mean? I'd be curious. If you want to answer in the comments, anyone? I'm open to a lot. Name your favorite YouTuber besides you. So this is actually pretty interesting. A lot of YouTubers, if you ask them like what their favorite YouTubers are, at least anecdotally I've found they don't have an answer. Because it's some of them, for instance, don't watch YouTube at all because they want to keep their own style, yada, yada, yada. I think my one exception here is I'm kind of the same. You know, I watch a bunch of random stuff. I'm more about the content than the creators, with the exception of one person, Brutal Moose. I think Brutal Moose is so funny and so creative and so talented, and he uploads like months apart, and I'm just like, a new one! I don't think I've ever been like that for another YouTuber before. Hello, Greenskull. I just wanted to reach out and let you know how much I enjoy your content. Your videos have really inspired me, and I appreciate the hard work you put into creating them. I was wondering if you have any advice for someone who is interested in pursuing a similar career path. Thank you for all that you do and keep up the great work. I mean, that was pretty wholesome, I think. It's like I said before, unfortunately this user's deleted, so that's, sorry about that. If you're seeing this, I haven't touched on this before, Reddick, it's create. Go out there and create. Create yesterday. Oh my God, I can't tell you how many friends, acquaintances, internet people are like, I want to, why aren't you? Why? Why are you sitting here asking me? Do it. Do it. It never in history has it been easier to create things and post them on the internet. Do it. Do it. What is your favorite liminal space? I think pool rooms. There's something about that look. All those tiles and, you know, like strange pillars and, you know, stairs going into water. There's something that just, it's so hard to describe how it makes me feel, but it's some kind of way. And boy, do I love it. Thank you guys for all the questions. There were a lot of duplicate ones, so if I answered your question, but it wasn't actually you, assume I also saw that you asked that question. And thanks for asking these guys. Like, this is a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun. I think it's nice to spend these moments to kind of let you get to know me, even if it's silly questions, and just spend some quality chill time with y'all. I know this video wasn't the most exciting thing ever. Again, just very relaxed and calm. And that's also, if you come to my live streams, you know that's kind of how I vibe. That's what I like. I love just chilling. You know, you catch me on vacation, I'm at the beach. You guys go on adventures, I am sitting, I'm having a margarita, I got having a stroke, sunglasses on, just kicking it. I'm a cat. I genuinely appreciate everything you guys have done for me so far with this channel. You know, that's barely over a year old and has this many subs and this many views, and you're encouraging me every day to release content. That's just a lot of fun. And, you know, I hope it doesn't sound too lofty of a goal, but I mean, it kind of sounds, you know, I have this feeling that this is all kind of a weird part of AI history. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's so cool that we're just documenting this really fast growing space that, you know, in 5-10 years we can look back on and be like, hey, you know, these videos that I made, we interacted, and you hung out on my live stream, or you saw your comments here and I hearted your stuff or whatever, that like we've all been this community, or in the Discord, or we've all been this community for so many years. And yeah, it fills me with such joy. So thank you for the questions. As a final closing note here, I have hired a video editor. So I know if people have been expecting different kinds of content, maybe there's been too much AI girlfriend. I know, I get it. I see those comments, I understand. I've just been so overwhelmed with everything I'm doing that I needed to find this video editor. So I'm onboarding them right now, and we're gonna ideally, hopefully within the next couple weeks, you'll start seeing not only an uptick in the amount of content I release, but in the variety. Going back to the old stuff you guys like, playing with new things, doing more long form videos, and yeah, even posting stuff on my gaming channel that I rebooted and then haven't really touched since because I've been so overwhelmed with stuff, you guys have no idea. But it's all good. It's a good overwhelm. I just need to double down now, and we're hitting the ground running, baby. Thank you. And as my grandpa always said, when you're hiding a body, put it somewhere no one would expect. Later.